This is your Irish News, your hotspot for all things Urshan related. I'm Sophia Allman, and this is Jeff Howe.
This week's episode includes event recaps, weekend weather, sports updates, our story of the week featuring Urshan alum Vera Herbert, and a survey about the importance of voting.
Many congratulations to the Quiz Bowl team, who once again won the Quiz Bowl Team Championships. They are the first team to ever win the districts and the championships twice.
Now it's time to turn it over to our Irish News meteorologist, Nick Foster, who's going to talk about the weather for this weekend.
Thanks, Jeff. We will continue to have cloudy skies into the next week. Today's high will be 43 degrees with a low of 35. It will continue to rain and begin to snow into tomorrow, where the high will be 40 with a low of 30. On Sunday, it will be partly cloudy with a high of 47 and a low of 26. That's everything for this week's weather. Enjoy the weekend, Irish. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Nick. Ursuline performed very well at this year's Mahoning Valley Miniature Bridge Building Competition. Team 1 had the second strongest bridge of the competition, and Team 2 built a bridge that was the third closest to holding 40 pounds. We congratulate them both.
Up next, Irish News sports analyst Carmen Boyd is going to update us on Ursuline athletics.
Thanks, guys. Starting with boys basketball, they won the third round of the playoffs against Edgewood, 87-43. They play Saturday evening at 4 in the district finals. Good luck to the boys basketball team. For swim, junior Teresa Garono finished in the top half of her district swim meet in 8th in her heat. Finally, the track team has been continuing their practices and are getting ready for an exciting season ahead. That's everything for sports. Back to you.
It's time for our story of the week. Irish News reporter Rowan Thomas interviewed four-time Emmy-nominated writer and producer Vera Herbert.
Writing is the art of taking words and bending them to the needs of a writer. And who do we know that is better at this than Vera Herbert, an Ursuline graduate, valedictorian of her class in 2007.
Regular writing, I started when I was like a small child, like 5 years old, was writing stories and always from that young age wanted to be a writer, didn't know what kind of writer. When I was maybe 7th grade or so, I kind of thought maybe I'd want to be a journalist. And then in high school, I realized that I wanted to do like TV film writing.
During our interview, she talked about her time working on This Is Us.
I was on the show. I was on This Is Us for 5 years. And when we started, we certainly didn't know that it was going to be quite the phenomenon that it was. But it was fun to be along for the ride and to just anywhere, in daily life where we would go and say like, oh, I work on This Is Us. Like there were always people who were like, oh my God, I love that show. That show makes me cry, whatever. So it was cool to always meet people who felt like they were really connected to it and affected by it.
Loving her Northeast Ohioan roots, Youngstown, and even our own principal, Mr. Sam Martino, are referenced.
I, in some episode, named, I think Mandy Moore's character was on the phone maybe with the principal of the school, and it was Principal Sam Martino, I believe.
She has worked on other projects too, one of the most notable being Don't Make Me Go, a movie released on Amazon just last year, which received the Truly Moving Picture Award.
In my own life, I also wrote a movie that came out this past year on Amazon called Don't Make Me Go, and that was also sort of loosely inspired by my relationship with my dad, so I definitely identified with that, the main character in that movie.
Though she can't share what her next project is, she is very excited to be working with Hasbro.
Thanks, Rowan. You can stream her new movie on Amazon.
Make sure to buy tickets to the Fiesta next Saturday. Your $5 tickets cover food, dances, and alpaca petting.
On Thursday, students had the opportunity to register to vote, and many took advantage of this privilege.
It's time for our survey of the week. Irish News reporter Mark Manning went around the school asking students and teachers about the importance of voting.
And now, introducing Mr. Sam. What's the importance of voting?
The importance of voting is that you have a say in what happens in this country and who's elected, and so you can't complain about what's going on in this country unless you vote.
Mr. Reardon, what's the importance of voting?
The importance of voting is to cast your opinion so you have a say in what goes on politically.
Thank you. What is the importance of voting?
That's a very deep question, Mark.
Yes.
Okay, I guess we can make this basic by saying it is our opportunity to show our appreciation for democracy and to have a say in government.
Make sure you register to vote for the primaries if you'll be 18 by the general election.
That's all we have for you this week, Irish. Have a wonderful weekend. I'm Sophia Allman.
And I'm Jeff Howe. And this has been your Irish News for the week of February 27th through March 3rd.